Hola chicos, we're now going to go over your notes so that you have a chance to write this stuff down and have something to reference. Okay, so we're still working on double object pronouns, and let's go ahead and do the song. Melo, melos, mela, melas, telo, telos, tela, telas, celo, celos, cela, celas, noslo, noslos, nosla, noslas. Okay, so let's look at what that little melo, melos, what are those things, right? All right, so the me, te, se, nos refers to the to whom or for whom, okay? These are the indirect object pronouns, and we've done a lesson on these. So me, te, le, nos, os, or les, okay? Then the lo, los, la, las, that's the direct object pronoun. And again, that tells you the what or the who. We're focusing really more on the what because we're focusing on the lo, la, los, or las. Right, so let's go ahead and go through some examples and we'll see what we got. Okay, so el camarero me muestra el menú. Right, so that's the waiter shows me the menu. So me is the indirect object pronoun because he shows it to me, and then el menú is the direct object. What we're going to do here is simplify the sentence so that I don't say el menú again. So I just use it, so that we're saying the waiter shows it to me. But when I say it, the it still refers to el menú. So I have to keep that in mind. So el camarero me lo muestra. Okay, so you have the double object pronoun that comes before the verb, which is muestra, shows. And another example, ellos nos sirven las bebidas. So one more time, nos is the indirect object pronoun, so they served it to us. Las bebidas is the thing they served, and we're looking to simplify this by not saying las bebidas again, right? So they served them to us. So the them again is referring to las bebidas. So ellos nos las sirvieron. I do notice though that in here, this first example, I had the verb in the present tense and then I changed it to the past. That's just the way I chose to phrase it. Our practice will be like, if we had it in present tense, we'll keep it in present. If we had it in past, we'll keep it in past. Okay, so it's not confusing for you. Okay. Then let's try an example where we have to make the change so that we say celo, celas, and so on. Okay, so ella les sirvió los entremeses. She served them the appetizers, right? So les is the indirect object pronoun. Okay. Now, if I want to simplify it and say it, she served them to them, the thing she served is still refers to los entremeses. But right here is where we have to remember, guys, we don't do le, los, les, los, none of that. That means dumb, so don't dumb it up. So we make that change. So instead of using le or les, we use se. So ella se los sirvió. Alright, so essentially what we're saying is the double object pronoun comes before the conjugated verb. Now, let's look at a couple of examples where we have two verbs. If that's the case, then I have two options. I can put the double object pronoun before the conjugated verb, or, as you're going to see, we can attach it to the second verb, which is going to be an infinitive or like present progressive, the whole ing thing, like comprando and so on. Okay, so the example that we have here is te lo voy a comprar. I am going to buy it for you. So here we have the double object pronoun before the conjugated verb voy. But since there are two verbs, voy and comprar, then I have a second option. I could say voy a comprártelo. And all I did is I took the telo and I attached it to the second verb. I'm still saying I am going to buy it for you. Does it matter which way you say it? Absolutely not. Right, another example. Nos están sirviendo el postre. Okay, so First we'll start by getting rid of el postre. So we're using a pronoun. So that becomes nos lo están sirviendo. So right here we have two verbs, right? So the first example, we put the double object pronoun before the conjugated verb, están. And then on the second example, we're going to attach it to the second verb. So, están sirviéndonos lo. Okay? Right? More practice. El camarero nos sirvió la ensalada. So, to simplify that, el camarero nos la sirvió. It right here still refers to la ensalada, right? And so that's saying he served it to us. Okay, now if we want to say Juan bought it for her, and the it refers to la fruta, then, right, I'm not going to say Lela, right? Because that means dumb, so we make the change. Juan se la compró. Okay, I found them for them, and the them refers to los libros. So again here, guys, if it's to them or for them, it would be les, but we're not going to do les los, so I know that I got to make a change, and I use se. So yo se los conseguí, but this los is there because the thing refers to libros. Right? Then let's go ahead and look at what we were talking about when we have two verbs, okay? So, Juliana se los necesita pedir. That's Juliana needs to ask him for them. And the thing refers to los pasaportes. So, I just chose to put the double object pronoun before the conjugated verb, which is necesita. So, Juliana se los necesita pedir. We have two verbs, necesita and pedir. So, what's our second option? To take that double object pronoun and attach it to the second verb. So that becomes Juliana necesita pedírselos. We do add an acento on the third syllable back, but I'll be honest with you guys, I really don't care if you know where that goes or not. So we'll just go with this. All right, so nosotros se las estamos dando. So right here I have estamos and dando, two verbs. That's saying we are giving them to her, and then them refers to las blusas. So nosotros se las estamos dando. This option, we put the double object pronoun before the conjugated verb. So the second option, we're going to put it attach it, to the second verb. So that becomes nosotros estamos dándoselas. Alright, guys. I hope this made sense. Really, the only new concept we added here is what happens when we have two verbs in a sentence. So just to recap, remember when that's the case, then you can take the double object pronoun, still put it before the conjugated verb, or your second option is to take the double object pronoun and attach it to the second verb. And then that becomes one word, okay? All right, talk to you guys later.